New Artist Spotlight Podcast.
Welcome everybody to the New Artist Spotlight Podcast. I am Wilko Wilkes.
Remember the name.
And I am Big OG, you know me, Origin Cross. What's going on? If you watched before, you know we're here to interview some of the artists from the New Artist Spotlight playlist, which is your plug to some of the best and freshest new music from independent artists from around the globe.
Yeah, that's right. And today, looking forward to speaking to somebody who I've been aware of for quite a long time and is a great artist. We've got Carlos on from, I'm going to butcher this, is it Proyecto Auricular?
Yeah, Proyecto Auricular. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult. I understand. But well, in Spanish, it's, the earpiece, it's auricular. So that's the meaning of auricular.
Well, it's good to have you on, mate. For anyone who doesn't know about your music, which I think is really good, by the way, it's a real bit of sort of fusion experience. But yeah, tell us a bit about the band and your music.
Yeah, well, I've been playing guitar since a lot of years ago. So since I was a teenager, but I was in several bands and rock bands mainly, even a ska band in the 90s. No, in the 20s. Mainly I played hard rock. Actually, I play in a hard rock band right now. It's another project that I have. But since 2 years ago, I started to write songs. I always have this collaboration as instrumentalist in several bands. But write a whole song was a new experience for me. So I have a little bit of time myself. All of us during the pandemic times, the confinement times. So I thought, well, I'm going to start. I have to try this. I have to experiment how to compose a whole song, not only the guitar part, not only the voice part. I have to try how to write the whole song, and the arrangement, and even the voice, because I write the part of the voice for the singer. So and of course the lyrics. So I started about in maybe May of June in 2020. So I always have been a little bit influenced by jazz music, progressive music. I am a very big fan of Pink Floyd, for example. In fact, I think I began to play music when I hear for the first time the Dark Side of the Moon album from Pink Floyd. So I think my influences go in this way, and a lot of jazz chords, very, very open chords. It's not intentional sound, but it's more like the way I hear the progression, and that's the way I started to write songs 2 years from now.
So it's basically it's just natural. It's how it comes out of you.
Yeah, I began with a progression, chord progression, and I hear that sounds good. It's a nice progression. Oh, I know I use a lot of diminished chords and that's, but I do not write them. So I began to play, and mainly in the piano or the guitar, and I hear that sound pleasant to me. So that inspires me to write the whole song. That the progression inspired me to write the melody, and then the lyrics. So that's the way I try to make my songs, and has been a very productive times, because now we have around 22 songs published in Spotify. I have some other Christmas songs that I wrote for the church. they asked me to make some Christmas songs for that period, and they are in Spotify too. But original songs I have about 20 songs. I'm not sure how many right now.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, man. Especially to say that you started in 2020. Like, you started after me, and I think I've got 11 on there. and it feels like I've been working pretty hard. So you must have been really absorbed and obsessed with this. And I see you in the studio as well. Like, is that your own studio?
Hey man, I was gonna mention
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I am in the studio. Well, this is my office. This is my studio. This is the place where I work, my day job, and the music part of my life. Well, in fact, I began to make this whole. It's a garage, but I have to make the condition in that year in 2020. So I've been working too and making more decent place to work on music, to work on my day job that is some very different thing. But well, you know, since 2020, we all have been had meetings with the partners in the job by video conferences as this one. So it's useful for that purpose too of the day job. And well, I'm very obsessed with the equipment and the space and all of this. And well, this is my space where I spend the most part of my day every day.
Cool. I'm trying to get like you a little bit. Trying to move out of here into the bigger room out on the other side of this door. So I just got some soundproofing panels. Amazon just had their Prime Day this week. So I got some stuff so I can try to make it sound a little better out there so I can kind of use my office for everything and get like you. But yeah, I don't understand any of your music, but it's good. I like it. I'm listening to it. I enjoy it. Do you want to talk about the singer? Who's singing on your tracks?
Yeah, well, Pam is a very well. It's academic trained singer. She studied in the music school, and well, she in fact she knows a lot more than me.
You said diminished chords earlier, so I thought maybe you know a little something there.
Well, but she knows the theory. I know she was or she has been studying music since she was a kid, and is a very good singer. She's the author of a very very good friend. And well, I played with her in the church. I met her there, and when I started to write songs, I heard the whole song and said, "Well, my singing is very, very bad. I'm not only that my voice is not good, but I'm not. Well, singing is not for me." I thought, and then I told Pamela if she could sing the song for me. So I sent all this was remote, and we have, in fact, right now, up to date, we have met around, I don't know, 5-6 times in the 2 years period. So I sent she the music, the lyrics, and the writing parts, the right parts. She sent me back the singing. I incorporated those in the DAW, and well, we began to make that flow work. So that is my or the way we are working. Pamela is a very good singer. She can read. She can propose some things, and well, it's very useful because, as I said, my voice is very, very bad. So,
do you play live at all? What's the music scene like where you are?
Well, we play. We have been playing live I don't know, 2 times maybe, and that's very, very special. We are planning to make this a way to playing live the songs because right now we are working in making a record, a whole record with 12 of the songs. We are 12 or 13 of the songs. I don't know because Andres Guazzelli is right now working on that. And thank you, Andres, because you are working hard on that project. So we are planning to release a physical record and then make some live presentations. But it's a very complex work because in the studio I play the bass, I play the guitar, I make the program, the MIDI program for drums, for keyboard, for piano, and right now we need to get all the musicians. So I have very good friends that can help me with that, and we are working on that project because it's not so easy. To have, I don't know, at least four musicians beside us, and well, we hope we can show you soon a live presentation, send a video from these presentations for the whole NAS community, and of course for the world. I mean,
Cool. So a couple things I got to point out. One, there's a really handsome guy in the reflection behind you.
No, there was 5
right
years
now,
ago.
yeah, yeah, I know.
And two, I don't know. One was very important, so two kind of got pushed out a little bit. So you guys have been working kind of separately, kind of just getting together a little bit, making it work. Haven't really got to perform a lot, but in the times that you guys have got to perform, how is it going for you?
Yeah, well, it's good because Pamela and I were playing at the church. It's from some years ago, and well, we know each other, but with this project, it's a little bit different because in the church you have like standard songs that the church wants to hear, and that. But in this case, we are dealing with some other things and making more detailed work on how the songs, how the voice have to be, or how the guitar or the drums, and it's very different. But well, we know each other. In fact, some of the musicians we are planning to bring to the live presentations are from the church or very good friends from me. So it's a kind of
like a chemistry. You got that
chemistry. Well, yeah,
know,
the chemistry, but like making the pieces of a Lego to make a good product. That as an indie artist, you have to think in all those things. We have to think not only in the music, but the show and the promotion, and all the things, all we do in order to our music to be heard, not only by your family or friends, but for everybody.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and make sure to play it to everybody by playing it in the car when people are in review and all this. So we're going to play one of your songs today as well. Which song are we going to play? And do you want to tell us a bit about it?
I like all of my songs. If not, I won't be releasing any of them. But the song Un Juego, a game, it's a song that sounds very good to me. We have, in this case, a collaboration from a saxophonist, a sax player, that is a very good friend too. And I like very, very much the sound, the cadence, because I think it's a very sensual song. The song talks about that moment when you think you like some other person and the other person likes you, but it's this kind of tension that nobody it's able to make that first move. And you look at this person, and you are going to try to speak to that person, but you're not there. So that's a game. I think it's like playing a game between two people that they like each other, but nobody is brave enough to make that first move. So I like very much that song, Un Juego, a game.
Sweet. So let's take a listen to it. You want to do the honors of introducing it?
Mm-hmm. This is Un Juego by Proyecto Auricular. I hope you enjoy it.
insinuaciones, un juego entre los dos, un juego, nada que perder en la partida. Todo y nada más me acerco a ti. Un juego donde jugar entre los dos. Un juego de insinuaciones, un juego, una misión, un juego, dos jugadores, silencios, sin confesar, no se esconde. Y nada
Thank you for letting us play that. Nice track. So you put out, you said like 20 something songs in like the
Yeah.
last 2 years. Wilko only has 11. I think I did 20 last year. I think Wilko's the problem.
I think that's right, mate. You know, the problem is I'm learning on the job, so I'm getting quicker now. But when I started, I was chasing my tail constantly. I didn't have any lyrics. I didn't have any beats. I was like just trying to figure the whole thing out whilst actually releasing. But yeah, it must be tough. And do you do like your own production, Carlos, as well?
Well, I work in production, the whole song, producing the whole song, because well, I'm a little bit of controlling person that I need to. Well, maybe I'm more that anxious person that wants something to be very.
I can relate to that. I'm very particular. Like you want every little detail to be how you imagine it. Yeah,
and make that fast because I'm very impatient and anxious and I think I want this to be right now and not say 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. So that's a problem because when I send the music to for Pamela or for the sax player or for a pianist, because I have been working with a pianist from South Africa that is an excellent pianist. She's Elizabeth Gaylord. Well, I have to wait at least 1 week or maybe 2 or even 3 weeks. And I don't want to be to make extra pressure for all of the musicians because I know all of us have our times or jobs and everything. So, well, I have to wait. But the other parts I work very, very fast. So then I hear the song and make that arrangement, and I think well, I have to cut this part and make all the production because yes, I'm anxious, I'm a controller person. In that part, in that creative process, it's difficult, I think, to work with me live in presence because I'm not so patient in order to let the people to have that extra time. But I know the creative process is like that. So when I can make those arrangements, those programs on the things I think I can do. I do. I am not expecting some other people to do, but I know the singing, the piano, the sax playing has to wait. His own pace, and well, I have to wait. But that's the way. That's the reason I'm so fast in maybe that's the reason.
To be honest, mate, I've got to hold a mirror up to myself and say I'm a bit of a procrastinator as well, to be honest. So it's probably my own fault. I'm wondering, like, do you do a lot around like release campaigns and stuff like that, or do you just once it's done, do you just release it, or are you pitching it to Spotify and all the rest of it? Because sometimes that causes like a 6-week gap between.
I can be working in I don't know, it's a process or a plan, because we have been releasing songs like every 6 weeks up to now. I will tell you that this last period has not been the same, but every 6 weeks have been releasing a new song in order to keep the people listening new things from us and not let the people to forget what is happening with Proyecto Auricular. And well, we have presence in Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, TikTok. That is very difficult to me to keep alive that social network, because it's another pace. Maybe I'm getting old and I'm not so into the TikTok, but we are spreading the news about the new song and everything. I think we are, all the independent artists are experimenting and learning how to do all this, and even the record companies don't know exactly how to do this. Obviously, they had a lot of money to put that in front of you. We paid some promotion in YouTube to be in that recommendations when you are surfing the YouTube interface. We are not putting a lot of money there because we do not have. But we make this promotion work for every song we are releasing, and the videos. Of course, we are trying to release a video for each of the song we're releasing. It's not so easy because some of the videos are just Pamela singing in her room or her studio. I'm playing here. We try to illustrate them with some archive video images. It's a little bit rudimentary, but that's the way we are making videos. We're trying to make it some giving interest for them, but it's the way we can make that promotion. And I was telling that we are releasing every 6 weeks, but since I think 1 or 2 months from now, we are not releasing a new song because we are trying to release this physical record, a whole concept with a record. And of course, releasing in Spotify and all the platforms, but as a whole record, not singles. So we are working in that process. Even though I have been working on new songs, I have 4 more songs right there. And just waiting to be sung by Pamela and production and everything. But these are for the new season of the production. But we are concentrating now in this record with 12 or 13 songs, and we stop a little bit, maybe to make a recap, to have those part of production that of course, are people better than me for making. I'm referring to in the mixing a professional as Andres, or in the mastering some other professional that can make that is a very specialized job. that well, I'm doing, but I'm not so experienced, and of course that there are people better than me for making that part of the job, and I hope that can make the songs to be more enjoyable to the people. I hope, and you can tell me when this record will be released, that if I was right letting some other people working in my material. That is, I'm sure that it's going to be better than the actual product.
Yeah, I think I've said it a lot on this podcast. Sometimes you got to let people that have the skill set do the work, because when you try to do everything yourself,
Mhm.
you end up shooting yourself in the foot, because you're never going to get the product you want as early as you want it, because it's going to take you so long to learn it, right? Like it's
Mhm.
almost like you should, if you're so dedicated to learning that skill set, maybe you should be practicing on practice material,
Yeah.
right? And then letting your music actually get worked on by somebody that's actually going to give you the quality that you want. So you're not holding yourself back in the meantime by, just not being as good. Because I'm sure there's places you can go get materials, or you can work on old songs or record songs that aren't serious or something, just to get that practice in.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's just good advice. Let somebody with the skill set do the work, so that you can focus on what's important to you, and
Mhm.
so that you can focus on, so that you can have the quality and the product that you want to have now.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're gonna need to promote yourself, right? Like, you can't say, "Oh, I know it's not that great, but I'm working on it myself, so sooner or later I will be that great." But you could say, "I'm
Yeah.
learning this, but right now I have this great thing, so check this out in the meantime."
Yeah. Yeah. I think up to now we have been releasing those songs, and they have a decent sound. There are the sound is not so bad, or is not bad, but I think
I'll agree.
that could be better. Obviously, could be better, and have this industry quality that all we want with our material. Uh, Obviously. It's important to learn to make yourself that kind of things, but if you can, well, and of course, if you have the money to hire some other people to make that job and apply their expertise in that part of the process, I think you should make it, because well, as you said, then I will have more time to write new songs, or I don't know, fixing some other things, or even, I don't know, to spend with my family.
Yeah, people
This is
forget
time
about that.
consuming. This is time consuming. But well, it's two parts of the. You have to make a balance. What do you want to learn more about that, or maybe you want to be a better composer, better lyricist, and you have to practice those things too. I, I've been learning a new. With this dog has been learning new tricks from 2 years from now. So I think it's important to know about all those things in order to how to hire a better person than you. But you have to know how to make those little arrangement, how to use the equipment, how to record, how to make arrangements. Because if you don't know how to do it, you won't be able to ask for somebody else to do better. No, I think.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Um, so it's the New Artist Spotlight podcast. So let's talk a little bit about New Artist Spotlight
Oh,
and how you guys, how'd you find New Artist Spotlight? How have you been enjoying the community?
yeah. Yeah, well, first of all, I think many of the achievements we have been making in streamings and in promotion and all of that stuff won't be possible without NAS, because I told you I was working, of course, as all of us for sure have been experienced. We paid for some promotion that goes very bad, or a lot of bots that make no sense, that have no real impact for music, for a project, and of course your family and friends can listen to your songs as much as they can, but it's not well. You want to go outside that bubble, that that family bubble, that friends bubble, and maybe it's annoying for them to come and hear my music and wow. So we were working, or we were playing the game in the Submit Hub. Submit Hub, and then we found. I think that Ed directly invited us to try the community. So well, we began with. I personally, I began to know, to understand. Uh, I found that it was very productive to spend your time, your promotion time there in the community, because well, I found very interesting music. But I found the experiences that some other indie artists in the world, not only in my environment, but in the whole world, they are struggling with this fight that we are making every day to be to be streamed, and well, I found that NAS community is a place where I can share my thoughts, share my concerns about our music, and of course releasing new music, and to be sure that it's going to be listened by some other people that are very capable, and of course a lot of fun in some other areas. I mean, for example, the top 20 listening party on the Mondays is excellent for us in order to not just listen what is voting the people in the NAS community for the top 20, but to chatting with some the community. I think I read in the chat that it was the best part of the Monday. I thought so. Lately, I have been working at that time, so it's been difficult to be in the artist chat at the moment. But I try to make it as possible, because it's a very, very fun moment, and well, it's a good way to start your week.
Yeah, I couldn't have put it better myself, summing up the NAS community very nicely there. So one thing that you have unfortunately got to face before you leave this show is the famous NAS Quickfire 5. Do you think you can handle that? Or yeah, you only get 15 seconds to answer any question, so no more than 15 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Let's hit you with it. I'll hit him with it. Question 1. What is your favorite song from the new artist spotlight playlists?
Well, I think My Name from Bloom. It's a song that I listen continuously, because I like the atmosphere. It's a very good song. Thank you for that song. Thank you for that. Yeah, but there is a lot of more songs that I look at. That's a song. Okay.
Time's up, mate.
Again, hey, go.
If you could have the singing voice of any other artist on the planet, whose voice would you pick?
Who? Wow. Well, if they could sing in Spanish, maybe Coastal Town. It's a very exciting, harmonious day I'm making.
That's it, Coastal Town. Any artist on the planet, and they've picked you. So number 3, what is your favorite song of all time?
Wow, this is very, very, very difficult question, because I love a lot of rock songs, progressive songs, but maybe Money from Pink Floyd is a winner.
Which band or artist, past or present, would you most like to see live?
Wow. Maybe Queen. I have no opportunity to see them live with Freddie Mercury, So I think it could be an amazing show.
Yeah, that'd be great. And question 5, the killer question. If you could spend a day with one other NAS artist, who would you spend a day with?
Wow. Maybe with Charles Connolly. I think he has it's a very fun guy, I felt, and he has a very different way of thinking of the music from me. I think it's will be a very thoughtful day.
Yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one.
I'm surprised you didn't say Andres, so you could sit there and micromanage him as you worked on your music.
Yeah, well, well, it's a very different way of making music too from Andres. But I think that in NAS community I've not found very similar artists from to us. So because there are I don't know, rap is more like a rock, like acoustic rock, and I love that all of the music. I am very open to the kind of music. So I don't know, maybe no, I don't know, Blues Trainer or Ed that is making.
Yeah, maybe like a Blue Dirt Girl. I'm seeing bits of that, maybe.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of artists that I'd love to spend the day.
So we've only got 2 minutes left, so we'll have to wrap this up quickly. But I just want to, before you go, let everybody know what's coming up and where they can find you.
Well, where they can find us? Well, we are in Facebook, we are in Twitter, we are in Instagram, in TikTok. So we have our own website. Proyecto Auricular in YouTube. I think YouTube it's very place to find us because we have videos for almost all of our songs, and well, it's free. So YouTube it's a good place when you can find us. Of course, Spotify. So just look for Proyecto Auricular. It's I know it's not so easy. It's in the pronunciation, but it's like Project Auricular. So that's the way that you can find us.
Sweet. Before we go, I want to throw this out there for anybody who does not know. DistroKid now allows us to upload our videos it's like $100 a year, but we can upload unlimited videos. They'll go to Apple Music, they'll go to Tidal, like all the places where you can watch music videos on those streaming services. DistroKid now offers that. I was looking for that when I put out my mixtape last year, and I couldn't find it for a reasonable price. I think they have one of the best prices. I need a code, DistroKid. I need an endorsement. But for all of us that are watching, I think we should take advantage of that if we are able to.
Okay. So
yeah, nice one. Well, thank you for coming on the show anyway, and we'll see everybody next time.
Okay. See you.
Peace out.
Peace. See ya.
New Artist Spotlight Podcast.